Hey YouTube, just picked up this awesome 2012 MacBook Pro on Facebook Marketplace for 200 bucks, and I just wanted to show you guys what we got. So it is a MacBook Pro 2012, decent processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and a decent graphics card. Now, according to Apple, you can only upgrade this system to Mac OS Catalina. Thanks to OpenCore Legacy Patcher, you can install Mac OS Ventura on an unsupported Macintosh. All you need is a bootable thumb drive, and I'm going to create another video showing you how to create the installer, but all you have to do is plug this puppy in and I'll show you what we got. So OpenCore Legacy Patcher will allow you to create an installer on your thumb drive, and all that's in here is going to be Mac OS Ventura, and I like to copy over the OpenCore Patcher for after the installation, but the newest OpenCore Patcher actually it will install OpenCore automatically into Mac OS Ventura, but I'm just covering my bases here. So just go down to restart. We don't need that, and we'll go ahead and restart and hold down the Option key. Now, when you hold down the Option key, you're going to get a couple options here. That's the thumb drive, and this is the EFI boot. Just want to tab over to install Ventura, and we'll kick it off. It only took a couple of seconds, and we are booted into recovery off of the thumb drive. What I like to do is give it a fresh install. So I'm going to come down here to Disk Utility, and when you open up Disk Utility, this is your Macintosh hard drive. This is the external disk, so this is your thumb drive. So we're going to click on the hard drive here and show all devices. So you can see we didn't want to just format this. So this is the main drive, and what the operating system does, it creates all these container disks. So you don't want to just erase this one. You go up here and you can format the whole drive. So we're going to go ahead and erase it, and we'll just call this Ventura. And you can leave all that stuff as is and just hit erase. And this is going to erase Catalina off the hard drive, completely erase the entire disk, so you'll have a fresh install of Ventura. That way there's no hiccups or bugs or anything like that. So now the OS is completely wiped. So if I tried to boot into this, it would just come up with an empty folder and a question mark. So now we're done with Disk Utility. We can close out of that and then just go to Install Mac OS Ventura. Select which disk you want to put it on, and Ventura, this is the one that we just erased and renamed, so it's named Ventura. Hit continue, and continue. And it's going to take about 21 minutes. I'm going to pause the video here, and we'll be back when this is ready to go. Okay, guys, we are back. I finally got Mac OS Ventura installed on this 2012 MacBook Pro. It actually took me a couple attempts, and I discovered a bug with the OpenCore Legacy Patcher. So I used OpenCore, like the latest OpenCore Legacy Patcher, and I believe that is, if you go to download and install, this one says 0.40, but If you go ahead and download the installer, it's going to take you to the latest version, 0.61, and I created the Ventura installer using this one, and I kept getting a bunch of errors. It would error out and would not complete the install. So unfortunately, we will have to find on the website where you can download. The version I used was, I believe, 5.3. So after some trial and error, I was able to install Monterey with the 6.1, but Ventura would not install on this particular MacBook. I was able to install it on an iMac using this release, but for whatever reason, it must be a bug with either the software or hardware mismatch. So anyway, download an older version of OpenCore Legacy Patcher. 5.3 worked for me, and you will be able to install Mac OS Ventura, and this is the latest version, version 13.2. I can just hit more info and we can take a look. So far, everything is running smoothly on this machine. Wi-Fi works, Bluetooth works, graphics card, haven't had any issues. I'll probably end up upgrading the RAM because for these particular models, the iMac that I have and the MacBook, they use the same RAM, I believe. So I'm going to take out some of the RAM in one of my iMacs because I'm just using it for target display mode. So it doesn't require a lot of RAM. Anyway, this particular model, the mid-2012, I discovered a long time ago that Apple says it only can support up to 8 gigs of RAM, but if you install 16 gigs of RAM, the machine will recognize it and will use all 16 gigs of RAM. For 200 bucks, I'll have a decent little machine running the latest Mac OS Ventura. If you guys run into any issues while you're trying to install Ventura, hit me up in the comments down below.